It's Ghorabi and Cezario in this one, MMA action. Going down, Blake Grice, your referee. It's 3 5-minute rounds. And look for early fireworks here. Both of these men have big-time stand-up skills, and they come out firing. Here we go. It's Ghorabi with the black and the white trim. And in the brown trunks, it's Cezario. Brazil taking on Lebanon in this one, and the fans are all fired up. Feeling each other out right now. It's a bit of a jockeying for position, as they say, just trying to establish their range. Going for a big kick to the body and an outside leg kick answered by Ghorabi. Ghorabi, a tough dude, has piled up a ton of KOs and TKOs, and you better believe that he wants to take home a KO victory right here in Lebanon. The crowd would go wild. He'd go wild. That's called a storybook ending, but he is going to have his hands full here, as he already has, just dealing with the stature of Cezario. He's given up a little bit of height, given up some reach, but if he can get inside the range of Cezario, he can do some damage. Really working that body kick, Ghorabi. Cezario staying on the outside. Good movement, good lateral movement, trying to establish his jab. He just hasn't quite got the range down. MMA action we've seen. The crowd lose it for the Muay Thai. But what I've noticed is when it gets inside of that cage, it's a whole new world. And it feels like the fans are just a little bit more adapted to it. A big right hand by Cezario, right on the money. Ghorabi definitely felt that one all through his bones. We talked about, the power of Ghorabi, but the power of Cezario is no joke as well. A ton of KOs and TKOs to his credit as well. Most of them in round number one. Both of these men like to end it in one. Still plenty of time in this one. Still in round number one. A few minutes left to go, and neither men have really committed to anything that they've thrown. Nobody's come straight forward. Nobody's really got that combination, and we've seen single shots from both Ghorabi and Cezario. One thing I will say about Ghorabi is he is holding on to the center of the cage pretty well. Kind of showing a little dominance here and showing that cage control. You don't want to give up any ground. Nice combination, just misses from Ghorabi, and a beautiful sprawl by Ghorabi, not giving up that takedown attempt. Keep in mind that Cezario's last win was by submission. He was able to get that tap out. So Ghorabi is going to be very weary of the ground game of Dennis Amokina. Ghorabi can explode if you give him a chance, and that distance isn't going to make a difference. Taking a look at those trunks kind of reminds me of a Shogun Hua back in the day. Vitor Belfort got the traditional bad boy trunks on. Black with the white trim, very old school. Beautiful combination there. That right hand got through, and here comes the power of Ghorabi, landing big shots, and he's giving Cezario some trouble. Uppercuts landing, and Cezario has taken some serious damage here. Now trying to maintain up against the fence. Back on the fence as Cezario tries to bring Ghorabi down to the ground. He's got a hold of that leg. Can he complete the takedown? Great takedown defense by Mohamad Ghorabi. Just a little time left here. Can Cezario make up some ground? Ghorabi with a great flurry of punches that did seem to get through, but he is going to give up that takedown, and that may even the odds. Beautiful takedown. Tenacious activity from Claudio Cezario. This is Phoenix Fighting Championship number 1. MMA action. Unified MMA rules. You can use the elbows. Looking for some ground and pound is Cezario. If he can ride out the end of this round, I think it's going to make it a really, really tough round to call. Some great significant strikes from Ghorabi, but now sitting in that half guard is Cezario, and it doesn't seem like he's going to give anything up. One thing I will note is that Blake Grice, if there's not any activity, will stand the fight up. He's done it before many times. And it looks like that's going to be the end of round number 1. A very, very tough one to call for the judges. That one's not going to be easy. Both men giving a lot of themselves and putting up a great fight. Basically a filling out process for the first 3 minutes, but then things got turned up as Ghorabi landed some serious shots, but ended up with his back against the fence, and then it was Cezario working the ground game. All right, beautiful. Phoenix girls making the rounds here. Crowd certainly showing them a little bit of love, and it's the complete package. You got the full-on production, you got the beautiful cage girls, and then you have two of the most exciting sports in the entire planet, Muay Thai and MMA. And what an MMA bout we're getting here. Of course, the crowd wants to see that man, the one they call the killer, Ghorabi, go out on top here. Very, very tough to call that one, so really no strategy coming in round 2 other than do what you have to do to get that win. Taking a look at some of the replays, that outside leg kick from Ghorabi. Number of big highlights in that one, and here we go, round number 2, 5 minutes coming at you. Don't see much of a filling out process here. You're going to see these guys go after each other, and great blocking by Cezario. Cezario hasn't shown us a whole lot on the feet yet. It seems like Ghorabi may have the advantage on the stand-up if you're just judging by round number 1. But giving up that reach is Ghorabi, and he has to stay inside that range, which is kind of difficult. You have to take a few shots to get in there. Cezario stalking, doing what Ghorabi was doing, and that is maintaining the center of the cage, establishing the cage control, and now we just wait, the calm before a storm, as the crowd on the edge of their seats, they want to see Ghorabi have a big showing here. They want to see him explode here in round 2. What a card we have for you. Still some big fights on the way. 2 big MMA bouts still to come. 2 big Muay Thai fights still on the card. Wow, nice combination. That back kick to the body. And here comes Ghorabi. If he can catch fire here, his stand-up has been on point. Liking to switch stances as well. We've seen him go between orthodox and southpaw quite a bit in this fight. Trying to keep Cezario guessing. At some point, you just have to go, and you have to take a few shots to get inside that range to be able to land those significant strikes on a guy like Cezario. Try to break him down. Nice knees, nice uppercuts, but following up with a knee of his own is Cezario, and the Brazilian fighter answering back. Both men still in their physical prime. Of course, Cezario a bit younger. Excuse me, Ghorabi just a bit younger. And here we go, now locked up. We've seen what's happened in the past here. And a big right hand out of the separation. Ghorabi lands one. I was just about to say the Cesario's looked a little bit better in the clinch and with the grappling game, but right there, Ghorabi separates and lands a big shot. Nice combination. Really letting him go with 2 or 3 4-punch combinations from Ghorabi. Definitely making for a better fight for the Lebanese fighter. Close to a stalemate so far in round 2. Looking for that big moment, that big turning of the tide here as he switches back to orthodox. Nice combination. 2 big punches followed up. That one landed, though, for Cezario. Now he is stalking his prey. Ghorabi trying to do some work, trying to get that clinch, and a huge Muay Thai clinch. Big knee from Cezario. That traditional Muay Thai plum clinch. Giving Ghorabi fit, and now with one hook in, it's going to be ground and pound time for Cezario. Tough spot to be in for the Lebanese fighter as the Brazilian swarms him. Now looking to get full mount, and he does. Nice transition. Where does he go from here? Cezario punishing Ghorabi. Looks like he's going for that head and arm choke, that arm triangle. He won his last fight by those means. Can he do it again against Ghorabi? Here comes the elbows. Short, nasty elbows, cutting elbows by Claudio Cezario. Now we're seeing what he can do, and I believe that elbow, if it didn't cut him open, very, very close. Nasty elbow there on that right cheek of Ghorabi. He's in trouble. Really no sort of defense here on the bottom for Ghorabi. He's having a hard time dealing with Cezario, that big frame. As the elbows keep crashing down on Ghorabi. Here's a chance to shrimp out of there and get out of his predicament. Just tying him up is Ghorabi, but Ghorabi grabbing hold of that leg, and he's back to his feet. Mohamad Ghorabi not going away yet, and that's the end of round number 2. And a very dominant round there for the last 2 minutes for Cezario. It would appear that more moments of greatness there in round 2 for Cezario, which is going to make round 3 that much more important for the Lebanese fighter, Mohamad Ghorabi. Taking a look at the replay. Nice stand-up, nice uppercuts by Ghorabi. He looked really nice with the stand-up, but once it got down to the ground, he was in no man's land, and Cezario really gave him no place to go with the transitions, going into full mount. And it was grabbing a hold of that leg that gave him just enough chance to get to his feet and try to contend for the final seconds. But the damage was done. You see the elbows coming through for Dennis Amokina. There was that nice stand-up combination by Ghorabi. But how about the Muay Thai plum clinch? Maybe up in the air on that round. We did see some nice shots, nice striking from Ghorabi. But the time spent on his back is not going to do him any favors in the eyes of the judges. That being said, both fighters need to take the third round very, very seriously. Mohamad Ghorabi looking to strike first. Lebanon absolutely on fire for this event. A country that is really getting behind both the sports of MMA and Muay Thai. They've seen a lot of their fighters go to neighboring countries and all throughout the Middle East. Very popular fighters. But now they get to have it in their hometown, and they are absolutely loving it. Big shots. And here he comes charging forward, Mohamad Ghorabi. Of course, stay tuned. Phoenix Fighting Championships. Find us online for all updates for our next event, info on our fighters, fighter signings, and much more. Stay in tune with Phoenix FC online. Cezario doing a great job maintaining the center of the cage, using his range to his advantage. Something he's done a really good job of in this fight. Nice right hand sneaks through, a straight right for Cezario. Snapping back the head of Mohamad Ghorabi. Ghorabi throwing that big spinning back kick, and he misses. And that one could have did some damage if he landed. Nice outside leg kick for Ghorabi. Is he starting to catch fire here? And just as we say that, nice counter by Cezario. Great lateral movement. Great circling, not letting Ghorabi out of his sights. Trying to keep him up against the fence and not give up any sort of ground. Blake Rice looking on. Snapping that jab in there is Cezario. That jab could be very effective if he chooses to use it. The action in the cage is heated. Phoenix FC with the Phoenix in the background. Going to the body, switching levels. Claudio Cezario. This Brazilian fighter that's really given everything out of his career. Really entering the main part of his prime and maybe the decline of those characteristics. So he's going to want to give everything that he has to continue this winning streak, to continue his career. He doesn't want to give up any sort of ground. And with Ghorabi, he has a whole country on his back right now. He wants to finish this fight, but he's going to have to step it up, get into the line of fire, and throw some big shots. Is he showing enough desperation here in the third and final round? Nice outside leg kick, but answering with the right hand. A nice combination, Cezario. Boy, he seems to have his number right now in the third round. Are we going to see a finish between these two heavy hitters? Or is this thing going to go to the hands of the judges? One thing that a very famous bald man said never to do. Never leave it in the hands of the judges. And at this pace, it looks like that just might happen. Big flurry there from Cezario. Really not trying to cruise to a victory and not getting too comfortable, which is smart for Claudio Cezario. Dennis Amakina is what they call him as he continues to stall Ghorabi. And is he going to cinch this thing with a takedown? Gets him high up in the air. Looking to dump him up against the cage, and he does. Beautiful takedown by the Brazilian. Looking to finish off this fight in style. Up against the fence. Can he get some ground and pound in? Can he put the fight away? Is Ghorabi going to hang on? Never easy to win from that position for Mohamad Ghorabi. And he's had a really hard time as isolating that right arm of Ghorabi is Cezario, possibly looking for a guillotine. Can probably just wait it out from here. Not much time left here in the third and final round. Full mount. Looking to rain down strikes is Claudio Cezario. Can he do it? Can he finish the fight? Tying him up is Ghorabi. What a battle between these two. A battle of wills, and it appears that wanting it just a little bit more right now is Cezario. He's put himself in a great spot. And that is the end of the fight, the end of the third and final round. And you got to believe that Cezario is looking good going in to the decision, but arm in the air, right arm raised high is Mohamad Ghorabi. He feels he's done enough. We'll leave that to the judges. Not going to be an easy one to call, as you see Mohamad Fakhreddin in the corner, a great fighter himself. Team Nogueira's own Claudio Cezario with a great showing. Doing great work here at Phoenix. Did he do enough to earn a victory? To add another W to his win column. Which one of these men is going to get the win in a tightly contested matchup? That final round most definitely going to Cezario. Rounds 1 and 2, not absolutely clear cut, but going to be interesting to see where we go with the scorecards. Tough fight, great match fight. As you see the Muay Thai ring in the background, we'll be getting to that. And the mighty Phoenix burning. Of course, folks, don't go away. So much more to come in this historic card from Beirut, Lebanon. Still more Muay Thai, still more MMA on the way. Still waiting on the official decision from our cage announcer, Grant Waterman. Doing a tremendous job, by the way. Of course, this fight being seen all over the world, and of course right here in Lebanon. And Folks, you can't get better than that. Two men giving everything they have in the prime of their career, going 3 rounds, going the entire distance, which is not easy to do, and they both deserve credit for that. And who did enough to take home the victory? Only the judges can tell us. We go to Grant Waterman.
Ladies and gentlemen, yet again another Phoenix Fighting Championships war. But after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards, and we have a split decision in favor of your winner. From Brazil, Claudio Cezario.
Well, the crowd doesn't love it, but I gotta say, he most likely earned that one for sure. Claudio Cezario with a decision victory, a split decision. Nothing wrong with that. It was a tightly contested fight and definitely worthy of that split decision as it is. Picture time there. Very happy Claudio Cezario moves to 10-4 in his very successful career, and no doubt Mohamad Ghorabi will go back to the drawing board and come back firing, hopefully under the Phoenix banner. But tonight is the night of the Brazilian. Claudio Cezario traveling all the way from South America to take home a victory. We got more here from Phoenix Fighting Championship coming from Beirut, Lebanon.